Hello students, today I am going to teach you about the imperative. The imperative form is the base form of the verb. It is a second person form. When I say come in, I mean that you should come in. The negative is do not, don't plus base form, and the emphasis we use is do plus base form. For example, in positive sentences we say come in. Read the instructions carefully. In negative sentence we say do not remove this book from the library. Don't make so much fuss. And in emphatic statement, we say, do be careful. Now, the use. The basic use of imperative is to give orders, to get someone to do something. The speaker expects that the hearer will obey. I give you some examples. As teacher says to pupils, cut your books, please. Doctor to patient, just keep still a moment. Boss to employee, don't tell anyone about this. And traffic signal, stop. But an imperative can sound abrupt. There are other ways of expressing orders. I want you to just keep still a moment. You must hand the work in by the weekend. You mustn't tell anyone about this. We often make an order less abrupt by expressing it as a request in question form. Can you get out your books, please? Could you just keep still a moment? It is generally safer to use a request form, but the imperative can be used informally between equals. Give me a hand with these bags. Hurry up, or we are going to be late. When an imperative is used to tell someone to be quiet or to go away, it usually sounds abrupt and impolite. Suppose I say, shut up, go away, get lost. If a number of actions are involved, the request form need not be repeated for every action. For example, can you get out your books, please? Open them at page 60 and look at the photo. Then think about your reaction to it. Other uses of imperatives. There are many uses of imperatives, and one is we use imperatives in slogans and advertisements. Save the rainforest, visit historic Bath, suggestions and advice. Why don't you spend a year working before you to college? Take a year off from your studies and learn something about the real world. Imperatives are also used for warnings and reminders. Look out, there is a car coming. Always switch off the electricity first. Don't forget your key. Then instructions and directions. Select the program you need by turning the dial to the correct number. Pull out the knob, the light will come on and the machine will start. Go along and turn left at the light. Informal offers and invitations. Have a chocolate. Come to lunch with us. Then good wishes. Have a nice holiday. Enjoy yourselves. Now, when I say have a chocolate, it also means would you like a chocolate? Have a nice holiday also means I hope you have a nice holiday. So there are many other uses of imperative. Now imperative plus question tag. After an imperative we can use these tags. Will you, won't you, would you, can you, can't you, could you. We can use a positive tag after a positive imperative. Teacher says, get out your books. Will you, would you, can you, could you. The meaning is the same, but the pattern with the tag is more informal. And in negative tag, it expresses greater feeling. Keep still. Won't, can't you. This suggests that doctor is especially anxious that the patient should keep still because the patient cannot keep still. Imperative in warnings, reminders, and good wishes. The tag is won't you. After a positive imperative, will you, and after a negative. Have a nice holiday, won't you? Don't forget to buy, will you? In offers and invitation, the tag is will you or won't you? Have a chocolate, will you? Won't you? These tags make the sentences more emphatic. The imperative with a subject. We can mention the subject when it contrasts with another person. I will wait here. You go round the back. You can also make an order emphatic or even aggressive. You be careful what you are saying. Now comes let. Let is also the base form of the verb which expresses a suggestion. It's a lovely day, let's sit outside. Let's have some coffee. Let me means that the speaker is telling him herself what to do. Let me think, where did I put the letter? Let me see what is in my diary. Let me explain. Now let me think, it means I'm going to think, give me some time to think. Let can also have the meaning allow. Oh, you have got some photos? Let me see. May I see? After let, we can put a phrase with a noun. Let the person who made this mess clean it up. Let the voters choose the government they want. Let them decide. Let them decide means they should decide. There are two special sentence patterns with a similar meaning to the imperative. Both the subjunctive and make can express a wish. God save the Queen. May your dreams come true. These patterns are rather formal and they are used only in limited contexts. Overview, I can say if somebody asks me what is the overview of imperative forms, I say that with first person singular and plural, we say let me play a record, let us play tennis. In second person plus subject plus third form, play fair. You play the piano now. Let the music play. And the last one is exclamations. An exclamation is a sentence spoken with emphasis and feeling. We often use a pattern with how or what. How warm is the water? And in exclamation say we say how warm the water is. The exclamation means that water is very warm. It expresses the speaker's feeling about the degree of warmth. After how, there can be an adjective or adverb. How lucky you are. How quickly the time passed. How can also modify a verb. How we laughed. After what, there can be a noun phrase with a or without an article. What a journey we had. What idiots we have been. What a stupid mistake you have made. What lovely flowers these are. An exclamation can also be used with phrase how or what. What's a journey? How lucky. What lovely flowers. Any phrase or short sentence can be an exclamation. Oh no, lovely, you idiot, stop, look out, oh my god. Exclamations with a negative question forms are also there. For example, aren't you lucky? That means you are very lucky. How lucky you are. Didn't we laugh? That means how we laughed. So, my dear students, that was all for today's lecture. We shall meet with some other topic other day. Thank you. Good day. Bye bye.